Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over the information that has just been released for the wild area, and it's looking pretty stinking interesting. So we're going to go over everything you need to know as far as what has come out and just kind of talk about this here and see what we have going on. If you do enjoy these news type of videos, if you can hit that like button, that'd be much appreciated. And we're going to hop right into this. We're not going to waste any time at all. Let's see what we have going on here. So the Pokemon Wild Area Global. We're not going to go over the one in Japan. We're just going to be going over the global one. Okay. All right. It's going to be going down November 23rd and November 24th from 10 a.m. until 11:15 p.m. Now, they do go on to say that this is going to be some sort of a kind of a Go Fest, Go Tour-esque style thing that we're going to be seeing occurring every year. So that's pretty interesting, and we can expect something different to come out of this every time they do bring it out. All right, so introducing Mighty Pokemon. This year's Pokemon Go Wild Area will have plenty of electric and poison type Pokemon. But that's not all. Trainers may find themselves in encounter with unusually powerful Pokemon known as Mighty Pokemon. Now, before we get too deep into this, it's not as crazy as they make it seem. It is pretty interesting. Essentially, I don't want to spoil it too soon, but they're going to be evolved Pokemon that have or can learn their Community Day moves, or an addition of other Pokemon that are just evolved that haven't received a Community Day. So let's go ahead and continue on. Now, this part blew my mind. Okay, I thought we were going to see Toxel, but looks like we're going to be getting Toxtricity. Is that how you say Toxtricity? Am I saying that right? All right. So let's go ahead and see here. So this Go Wild Area event features the global Pokemon debut of Toxtricity, the Punk Pokemon. So this is going to be in the Dynamax raids. We're not going to see its basic form as of now. It looks like we're just going straight into this as a Dynamax. But there's also more information, as it is going to be in Tier 4 raids too. So we do have this entering as Dynamax. It's going to be an electric and poison type Pokemon. Your best bet is going to be Metagross at this point. It is going to be weak to Psychic, right? Also weak to Ground, but we don't have any Dynamax Ground Pokemon. You do have Earthquake on your Metagross, but you're better off going with Psychic. There's going to be a little bit of a tip here, and that is going to be Rillaboom does have Earth Power, and you can get Grookey in the Dynamax raids as of now, so that is a little bit of a tip if you're looking to prepare for this. Again, don't power up too many things as of yet. This is going to be extremely powerful, but you don't know how many people are going to be in your area, and you could take it out very easy without powering up something to max. All right, so moving on here, introducing Mighty Pokemon. All right, so essentially, all right, so this year's Pokemon Go Wild Area will have plenty of an electric poison type Pokemon, but that's not all. Trainers may also find themselves in an encounter with unusually powerful Pokemon known as Mighty Pokemon. All right, so, and they're also going to be going on to say that they're going to be giving you special balls to catch these Pokemon if you so choose to. All right, if you feel like, oh man, look at this thing that I just encountered, I want a higher chance to catch it, then you can use, essentially it's going to be a Safari Ball. All right, and now that's where we're going to move on to next. New Pokeball debuting globally during this event. Go Safari Balls. So there you go, straight up, they're Safari Balls. Okay, are highly effective Pokeballs that make capturing Pokemon easier. Try using one of them when encountering a Mighty Pokemon. So it's not something that you're going to have to use when you encounter them. It's just going to give you a better chance to catch them, a higher chance for these particular Pokemon for this event. So just take note of that. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on. We got a lot of stuff to go over. And you know, it's pretty funny that we just went over the fact that we're going to be getting the Galarian Birds shiny very soon, which they will not run from you. But if you want a higher chance to potentially encounter them, you use Dialga's Roar Time. Now, there's people that are newer who do not have that, or maybe they just were raiding and they didn't even get the damn move because they went down the Palkia route and the game was so shiesty it didn't give it to them. But we have a little bit of a thing going on here. So we have what legendary surprises might encounter you for this wild event. Well, you're going to be getting Palkia Origin and Dialga Origin in the raids. You do not need a ticket, and you will have a chance to catch them with their signature moves. It's not going to be guaranteed, but you do have a chance to potentially encounter them with that move. Very cool. So we do know the effects for the Dialga Roar Time. It is essentially going to be freezing your items that you use, your incense, your lucky eggs, your star piece. They do not work on gimme ghouls or, I do believe, mail 10 boxes. So those are going to be excluded, but your daily incense will work. So if you're looking to extend your daily incense once we do get the shiny, so you have a good chance to potentially encounter one of those or just a Galarian bird in general, then you're going to definitely want to be catching some of these. All right, although this is going to be happening after the fact, but the birds shiny shiny are going to be staying once we do get this event, so you don't have to worry about, oh no, I don't have it for this time frame. Don't worry, the birds are going to stay shiny in the daily instance moving forward. And then of course Spatial Rend for Palkia, which is going to extend your radius for being able to catch Pokemon, see Pokemon, and spin Pokestops and gyms as well. Moving on here. Oh yeah, and by the way, you're not going to be able to use an Elite TM to get these moves yet either. They're still blocking you out for that, all right? Like I said, I want to keep this moving nice and fast here. All right, we got a video. We're starting this right now. All right, so these are going to be the spawns that are going to be rotating. You have electric as well as poison type Pokemon, and everybody can participate in this. You don't have to worry about, do you need to purchase a ticket and you're going to be seeing these? Not so much. We're going to go over the bonuses for the people that do have a ticket here in a bit. So for the electric spawns, I'm not going to say every name. You can go ahead and take a look at what we have on the screen here. Cool. Fantastic. Honestly, I'm not worried about these spawns whatsoever. All right, what I really like is the poison spawns. Let's get it, baby. All right, so I'm just a poison type fan, and I'm gonna be looking to get Skorupi. I need that shiny, and a few others there. So mighty Pokemon, what are those? Pidgeot, Golem, Gyarados, Luxray, Scolipede, Galvantula, Tyrantrum, and Toxapex. Now, we also have on Saturday Venusaur, Poliwrath, Dragonite, Feraligatr, Electivire, Mamoswine, Electaros, and Dragalge. Now, the Pokemon that did receive a Community Day will have those moves when you encounter them. We're talking Venusaur with Frenzy Plant. We're talking Poliwrath with Counter. We're talking, you know, everything else with their signature moves. Aqua Tail on Gyarados, and all that juicy stuff. We're going to go over exactly what moves and which Pokemon are going to have them here in just a second. But I did want you to see this video really quick here, and well, there you have it. Now, moving on to the next video, we're going to be taking a look at the raids here. So for the 3-star raids, again, everybody's going to be able to participate, and these will be able to be done remotely, except for, of course, the Dynamax raids for toxicity, or however the hell you say it, okay? Correct me down below. All right, I'm listening. So here we go. All right, what do we got going on here? Can we start scrolling or what? All right, for the 3-star raids, you're going to see Saturday, a little underwhelming. Luxray and Scolipede. Sunday, Venusaur and Electivire. All right, so you're going to see those sets of Pokemon there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 stars. You're going to be seeing Toxtricity in those 4-star raids. This is not the Dynamax. This is just a separate raid for it, which is going to be in the 4-star raids. You're also going to have the Dynamax as well. So you do have a chance to encounter this son of a gun shiny in both of its forms. They're releasing it shiny right out the gate. And then, of course, you have 5-star raids, Origin Form Dialga and Origin Form Palkia, which also can be shiny with a chance for them to have their signature moves, Roar Time and Spatial Rend. So this is a damn good time to be playing, folks. This is actually a pretty good event. There are certain aspects of this that I'm just kind of like, like the spawns, but I'm not going to be talking any crap about it. We're just going to go through what we have going on here, as this very interesting, and we've been all waiting for this information here. All right, moving it on, we do have, of course, Toxtricity in the Dynamax raids. Folks, this thing is going to be unbelievably strong, okay? We're looking at the strongest Dynamax raid we have seen yet. So make sure you start gathering Pokemon and start powering up those Beldums with Zen Headbutt and Psychic, and maybe even those Relabooms with Earth Power, because that is the only thing you're going to have to actually do super effective damage. I mean, you could power up the other, you know, Galarian starters just because they're solely going to be powerful. I wouldn't recommend the water one because, well, this is electric and you're going to be getting hit by electric moves. But then again, I have my Charizard powered up and it's flying, so yeah. But I also do have Venusaur, but it's poison, so it's resisting that. So what the hell am I supposed to do? So it looks like we're going to have to be investing in these Metagross right about now. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and move it on here. Bonuses for everyone. Okay, so all trainers will receive the following bonuses rewards during this event. Lure modules will be activated for 2 hours. A chance to encounter a special Pokemon with a special background in 4-star raids. So essentially you're looking at your Toxtricities that are going to have some sort of a special background, which we do not know what they look like yet. Go figure, as soon as I get this up, the image will start being leaked. All right, field research themed around different Pokemon habitats, and then take a Ghost Snap for a surprise encounter with a Pokemon. Okay, all right, those are the bonuses. Now looking at the mighty Pokemon, right? So some of these Pokemon will have their Community Day moves, so let's go ahead and see what we have going on. Venusaur with Frenzy Plant, Pidgeot with Gust, That's a Legacy, not a Community Day. Poliwrath with Counter, Gyarados with Aqua Tail, Feraligatr with Hydro Cannon, and Luxray with Psychic Fangs. So unless some sort of spot on my brain is blanking out, yeah, there's no Community Day for Pidgey, and it's just going to be a Legacy move. So pretty interesting stuff. I mean, that's not bad at all. Finally, this is exactly what they need to do. If you're going to be releasing these kind of Pokemon in the wild or raids or something, they should mandatory and standardly come with the freaking Community Day move or some sort of a Legacy, because who wants to do that garbage? All right, anyways, moving it on here. Ticket holders exclusive. All right, so now we're going to get into what you're going to be getting as a ticket holder. All right, let's go ahead and see here. All right, so trainers who purchase the Pokemon Go Wild Area Global Ticket on October 22nd and play Pokemon Go between October 15th and 22nd will receive a time research that awards early access to themed avatar items, Toxel Mask. Plus, trainers who purchase this from the web store will receive item bonuses. I personally received it, and there's a couple of things we'll go over here in just a second. That mask looks really, really, really hideous. Really, 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 really hideous. I'm not going to say what it makes you look like, but it's really ugly. All right, and tell me that that's not the last image. All right, well, whatever. I'll put up another image of what the shop looks like over here so you can actually know. But there you have it, folks. There's the rundown. Just wanted to briefly bring you this because we were all waiting for this information. So it's looking pretty damn juicy. I'm excited for this. And with that said, I'm gonna let you all go without rambling. I can talk about this forever. We're gonna be going over all kinds of tips in the future, so stay tuned for that, although we did throw a couple out there already. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.